What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Show and Tell Vapes. I'm your host, Ted, and for today's review, I got the all-new Drop Dead RDA by the Vapor Chronicles and Heathen. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you what comes in the box. I'm going to bring it down below. I'm going to show you the RDA itself. I'm going to put a build in it, wick it up, and then I'm going to tell you my pros and cons, and then we'll get out of here, guys. So, without further ado, you know the drill. Let's bring it on down and show you. Down below, the Drop Dead packaging. This is the packaging that your RDA is going to come in. On the top here, it's going to say HELLVAPE. On the bottom here, you're going to have the Drop Dead logo. Underneath that, it's going to say Drop Dead. And below that, it's going to say TVC collaboration project with HEATHEN. On the bottom, you're going to have the color that you chose your Drop Dead RDA in. On the top is going to say HELLVAPE. On the side here is going to say Drop Dead, drop-in build deck, flavor focused airflow, 810 drip tip. Here's the back. Tells you the contents of the box, a little bit of the features. You can freeze frame that if you want to read it up close. And then on the other side, it's going to say HELLVAPE at the top, Drop Dead. You're going to have your authenticity checker, QR code scanner, and you're going to have some social media links, how to get a hold of Vaping Heathen and the Vapor Chronicles on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so that is your packaging for the Drop Dead. Now, inside of the box, you're going to get one Drop Dead sticker. You're going to get some spare O-rings. You're going to get a squonk pin. The studded 510 pin is pre-installed in the RDA when you get it. You're going to get 4 extra post screws, which are Phillips head. The ones that are pre-installed are flatheads. In the other peripheral pouch, you are going to get 2 screwdrivers, 1 flathead, 1 Phillips, and 1 Allen key. You're also going to get a Drop Dead user manual, and you will also get inside the package a frosted drip tip, which is inspired by the drop. If you take a look here, this is the original drop, and it is the same frosted drip tip. It looks a little, it is actually a little smaller, but this drip tip is inspired by the drop, and Brian from the Vapor Chronicles decided to include it in the pack. So that is awesome that you get 2 drip tips. So we will set that aside, the packaging, and we will take a look at the actual RDA. This has an 810 drip tip on top. Around the bottom here, it is going to say HELLVAPE. I like that they added that little ring on the bottom. It's very different. You don't see a lot of RDAs today that have that little touch to it. So yeah, I definitely like how they did that drip tip right there. And the matte black will come with the red drip tip. If you put that inside here, you're going to have a black O-ring. So you put the drip tip back on top. Your top cap comes off, and if this is going to be your airflow control ring right here. If you take notice, the airflow control ring, it is on a slant. It goes slanted down like that, which is a tribute to the original Dead Rabbit. The airflow on the Dead Rabbit also did the same thing. If you take notice here, the airflow went on a pitch, almost a 90-degree pitch. So they took that feature from the Dead Rabbit, how it goes on a slant like that. So I liked how they did that. Alright, so we will put that back on. On the side here, you're going to have your airflow holes. There is 14 of them. Now what they did here is they took the airflow holes from the original drop, but instead of lining them up like they did here, they decided to put them up high like on the Dead Rabbit. And like I said, it's basically if you had both of these drippers combined and you had a baby, this is what you'll get. It's both of these. These are the top RDAs of 2017, and they wanted to take both of these RDAs and combine both of the great features into one. So what they did was they took the drop holes and they took the airflow slant from the Dead Rabbit and they put it together. Now on the bottom, on the original drop, you had a locking notch. This on the drop dead here, they took the aesthetics of the drop notch, but it has no purpose. It is just for visual looks, to give it that drop look. So yeah, they did that. On the bottom here is going to say drop dead. You are going to have your serial number, and it's going to say HELLVAPE, a collaborative creation by Heathen and the Vapor Chronicles. And yeah, and I already pre-installed the Squonk PID before the video, so I wouldn't have to do that. You're going to have your drop dead logo there, like I said, and that's basically the outside of it, guys. Like I said, your airflow, the notch here from the drop. You're going to have some knurling here for twisting, and this has the perfect O-ring tolerance right out of the box. With a lot of RDAs, you have to put some E-juice around the top to loosen it up. Not with this one, guys. Right out of the package is perfect O-ring tolerance. And as you can see here, you can close down each hole. You can close down 2, you can close down 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and there's 14 holes. You can close down all 14 holes if you like. But that's basically it. So let me grab a mod here. Let me grab the Pulse 80 watt, I guess. And before the video, to save some time, I already threw a build inside of here. I threw some Ohm Science coils, frame staple aliens, which are nichrome 80, 3mm, and they ohm out at a 0.11 dual coil. So, taking a top cap off. As you can see, I already have the coils installed and some cotton. We're just going to, like I said, this is a show and tell vape, so I just show you products. I don't really do in-depth reviews. You can always watch another reviewer if you want to see an in-depth review. But if you look here, you're going to have a little notch right here. What this little notch does is it's going to line up on your top cap here, and it's going to go into that groove here. And what that allows you to do is when you put your top cap on, you can line up your airflow to directly hit your coils. So say you want to turn the airflow down to just 4 holes. Well, sometimes when you close that down, it's not hitting the full potential of your coil. So what that allows you to do is line it up straight with the airflow closed down, and it will directly hit your coil straight on. So that is a nice feature on the drop dead. And as you can see here, this is the original drop dead on the left and the original Dead Rabbit on the right here. And as you can see, they took basically the drop post and they put them into the drop dead. They spaced them a little bit apart. They have bigger post holes than the original drop and Dead Rabbit, so it allows you to put bigger builds inside of the drop dead. But basically, they just combined the two. On the drop dead, the squonk pin is also raised up like the original drop. So what that does is when you squonk, you can actually leave some juice in the reservoir, because this drop dead is going to rely on capillary action. As you can see here, your juice well has a nice juice well in it, and your juice well is going to fill up with e-liquid and soak up to the bottom here on your wicks and go straight up into the coil. So it definitely relies on capillary action. So that is a nice touch how they have a raised squonk pin there to leave some juice in the reservoir in order for the cotton to get soaked up. So, like I said, that is the drop on the right, the drop on the left, and the Dead Rabbit on the right. So, as you can see there, that is how these two are basically combined to give you the drop dead. So, I mean, you can see the squonk pin raised up in the center there. You have flathead screws. I went over the notch system. And you're going to have double O-rings on the bottom here. And, I mean, that's basically it, guys. It's basically, like I said, it's just the drop and the Dead Rabbit combined, the best features of the drop and the Dead Rabbit combined, and then you get the drop dead. So, put a little bit more juice on here. The juice I'll be using today is tortoise blood from Shinjing Vapor. It is a 6 milligram, and basically it is a blue raspberry with a green apple with a little bit hint of sherbet. So let me get these wicks started a little bit better. I am going to be squonking with this, but I want to wet these wicks a little bit more. Put a few drops in. Okay, and basically I'm just going to throw the top cap on here, and we will basically bring it up top in a second. But you're just going to twist your cap. This goes on like so, and you gotta find these notches here. So these notches right here are going to line up, and you're just going to drop it down like that, and it goes right on, guys. But there you have it, guys. That is the Drop Dead sitting on top of the Pulse 80 watt. So we're going to bring it back on top. I will tell you my pros and cons, and we will get out of here. Hope you liked the video so far, guys. The Drop Dead. Let's bring it back on top. Alright, guys, so here we are back on top with the Drop Dead sitting on top of the Pulse 80 watt. And so my pros and cons on this RDA, guys. First off, it has great, excellent flavor. It gives you an excellent vape. It has smooth airflow. These little airflow holes on the top, slanting down in your coils, gives you a great flavor. If you're an owner of the Drop or the Dead Rabbit, it's a completely different vape. I know it sounds funny saying that, but I get a completely different vape. It may be subjective to you, but I think it's very flavorful. Another pro in my book is the looks of this RDA. I love the paint on it, the matte black finish. I'm not really a big fan of logos in general, so that's why I got the all blacked out version, so you can't really see the logo that much. That is very subjective also. The drip tips, that's another pro. It comes with 2 drip tips. You get this nice red drip tip with the HELLVAPE ring on the bottom, and you also get the frosted drip tip. So that is definitely a pro. Like I said, the smooth airflow is a pro. I like how another pro is that the barrel locks in place. I love that feature, how you can just, if you cut the airflow down, you can still direct the airflow to hit your coil dead on. So that's definitely a pro there. The drop build deck, how you just drop your coils in, snip the leads on the bottom, just like the original Drop. That is a pro. The deep juice well. You're going to have no problem squonking with this RDA. You can squonk the shit out of this, like literally. I'll push the button all the way in. Well, my juice is a little empty, my bottle's a little empty right now, as you can tell, but you can literally squonk the fuck out of this, and it will not leak. Because the airflow is up so high. It's just like the original Dead Rabbit. You know how you can squonk on the Dead Rabbit if you already own one. Well, it's the same with this. You can go all the way up. Basically, the reservoir can fill all the way up, and it's not going to leak out these holes because they're so small. But you're going to have to squonk the shit even to get that high up to the airflow. But you know what I'm saying. So, and all your juice is going to be sucked back in because the squonk pin is raised up. And it's going to leave a little reservoir in the bottom. So it has a deep juice well. That is a pro. Like I said, it's hard to leak. That is a pro. Cons, I couldn't really come up with any cons for this. They're very subjective. I mean, you might have some cons when you get it yourself, but as for me, I couldn't find any cons with this. I love the original Drop. I love the original Dead Rabbit, and I'm a big fan of the Drop Dead. This is my go-to RDA for the last. Since I got it, a week and a half ago, I've been using the shit out of this RDA. I absolutely love this RDA. Do I recommend getting it? Fuck yeah, I recommend getting it. That's like a no-brainer. If you vape and you like squonking, dripping, this is a must-have RDA of 2018. So, if you don't have a Drop Dead already, definitely go pick one up. You can get it from Vapor DNA, Element Vape. Basically, all the mainstream online stores have them. They run about $29.99 online. So that's a pro. It's not expensive at all. Yeah. So that is my take, guys, on the Drop Dead RDA. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in. If you made it this far, thank you. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be having a lot more videos coming up, guys. I got the Vandy Vape Berserker, I got the Vandy Vape Capstone, I got the Digi Flavor Drop, I got the Squid Industries Detonator. Oh man, I got juice reviews out the ass coming up. I got the Basics line, Glass Vapor. I got the Shinzing regular e-juice line. Older flavors sent to me from Shinzing Vapor. I got their whole nickel salt line. Man, I got reviews for like the next month or two lined up. If you guys would like to see, I'm thinking about getting these Vicious Ant Spade or the Rebel mod. If you'd like to see one of those reviews, I don't have the funds for both, but I definitely can pick up one of them. If there's a certain one you would like to see, leave down in the comment section below whether you'd rather see the Rebel 250C Squonker or the Vicious Ant Spade Squonker. Leave down below which one you would like to see, and I will pick that up this month. But other than that, the Show and Tell Vapes giveaway is still going strong. We are 25 subscribers away from triggering the giveaway, and yeah, that's about it, guys. So I'll be back probably next week with some videos. That's it for me this week. I try to put out 2 videos a week, which I did already, and that's it, guys. So I'll let you get out of here, and stay tuned for more. Follow me on Instagram, Show and Tell Vapes. I'm on Waffle, Ted Muzinski, TED_MUZ MUSZYNSKI. And that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.